Michael and McLeod with your Monday night news. Tonight, the government says that the money not allocated was a cruel hoax. A new research centre to be built in Newcastle. And Central Orbit and West finals hopes in Newcastle Rugby League. First tonight, the federal government has labelled the Morrison government's plans to spend $250 million to establish a container terminal at the Port of Newcastle as a cruel hoax, as it comes under pressure to financially support the project. Infrastructure, Transport and Regional Development Minister Catherine King was briefed on the project last week. Catherine's office told the previous government, despite making detailed preparations for a funding announcement during the election campaign, did not allocate specific funds for the project in its last budget. The government, which is identifying millions in savings from the coalition's budget, that it describes its waste and rorts, has not indicated if it will commit funds to the container terminal in its October budget. As it was previously revealed, the Morrison government intended to fund the project from the $7.1 billion Energy Security and Regional Development Plan announced in the March budget. However, internal government documents show the container terminal lists among $787 million worth of projects that were slated for the Hunter as part of the $4 billion regions package. All of the other Hunter projects, including Newcastle Airport Terminal Upgrade, the New England Highway Bypass to Muswellbrook, and the Newcastle Super Hydrogen Hub, were announced during the election campaign. But today, the federal government has labelled the Morrison government's plans to establish a container terminal at the Port of Newcastle as a cruel hoax. And because of it, as it comes under pressure to financially support the project. It's already raised millions for the fight against brain cancer, and now the Mark Hughes Foundation is taking that to the next level. It's partnered with the University of Newcastle to set up a $25 million research centre, something the former NRL star himself describes as a game changer.
These University of Newcastle labs could soon be home to more of the country's biggest medical discoveries. The foundation of Knights great Mark Hughes contributing $15 million over 5 years to create its very own centre for brain cancer research, a disease he's battled firsthand.
It's wonderful to be able to provide a world-class facility right here in Newcastle.
Located at Callaghan campus, the funding comes in addition to $10 million from the university, setting up a dedicated team of researchers all working to find a cure.
I think getting that wide number of people from clinical through to discovery science allows us much more opportunities to find a cure.
With around 1,800 Australians diagnosed with brain cancer each year, the team is also focused on finding better treatment options.
We need change, and things haven't changed, so we need to think big, and we're not going to stop.
Today's announcement coming on the eve of the launch of the NRL's Beanies for Brain Cancer round.
This is step one, phase one in what we're doing. We've still got bigger plans. We still need help. We'd love some government support, corporate support to accelerate what we're doing.
We don't intend just making this relevant for our local community where important, but also for anyone with brain cancer across the country.
Lauren Kemp, NBN News.
Well, of course, something hilarious occurred on Friday night. An eliminated Peppa Pig floated across Lake Macquarie alongside a taxi, stunt plane and blue tiger. The colourful images were part of a Flow Your Boat parade, which is an open competition for boat owners to dress their vessels with lights and enter the flotilla for cash prizes. The event brings thousands of visitors to Lake Macquarie every year, with the event this year expected to attract more than 20,000 people over 2 nights. More than 20 boats decked out with thousands of lights departed from Marmong Port Marina on Friday and Saturday nights. Belmont North's Del Tonks has seen a big black cat twice in the last 3 months on a trail south of Caves Beach. Dale runs the Yondale Trail, which winds through the Wallara National Park to the secluded Penny Beach. Dale, who owns Swansea Surf Shop, said this, that he does a bit of trail running twice in the last few minutes that he's seen a Black Panther lookalike. His second sighting was last Monday at about 7:45 a.m. It's just bizarre. It jumped across the track, and also he only saw the rear end of it. It was black and had a long black tail. It was bigger than a Rottweiler. The tail went up. It didn't drop down like a dog's tail. Also, he said that he was coming down the track south of Yondale. It's the same track. I've seen it on twice. I looked up and saw its rear end going into the bush, heading towards the ocean. I was scared. I turned my music off and pulled my phone out to see if it came back. But it didn't. I walked very warily down the track as it was the only way I could get back. Dale Tompkins isn't alone in spotting big black cats in the Hunter Bush. Meanwhile, it's also been reported panther sightings at Mount Sugarloaf, Minmi, Wallsend, Munmora, Swansea, Morisset, Waihee, Freeman's Waterhole, Curry, Cessnock, Dungog, Singleton, the Wadigan Mountains, Madawi and Stroud have also become the panther sightings as well. Cultures and foods from around the world came together to promote diversity in Newcastle on Saturday. From Afghanistan to Tibet, Ukraine to the Democratic Republic of the Congo, music, dance and flavours were shared at Foreshore Park as part of the University in Diversity Festival. And also, thousands of refugees have settled in Newcastle due to the ongoing war in Ukraine. Up next, we'll have a look at sport as Central ends West finals hopes in Newcastle Rugby League.
We're can I go for great prices and quality bathroom items with names I know and trust?
This Thursday till Sunday, it's RDT's Vanity Sale. New arrivals, overstocks, deleted lines, everything in the store is reduced. All vanities heavily discounted. Elegant stone top, wall hung, coloured and ceramic top vanities. Budget buster vanities from $199. Plus over 30 new products on display. See the savings on rdt.net.au. Get the quality, the look, the store-wide savings. Renovators Discount Depot, 147 Newcastle Road, Walls End. Store quality, depot prices.
There are sports, and there are extreme sports. Just like there are compact four-wheel drives, and there's the Nissan X-Trail. An extreme all-mode four-wheel drive system, an extreme interior, and extreme power. The X-Trail. Only Nissan takes the compact four-wheel drive to the extreme.
Buy now and no deposit with no interest and no repayments for 12 months at Harvey Norman. Electrical, carpets, computers and much more. No deposit, no interest and no repayments for 12 months. TVs, videos, fridges, freezers, washers, dryers, computers, printers, faxes or whatever it is you want, buy it now. No deposit, no interest, no repayments for 12 months. Available to approved customers.
To Newcastle Rugby League, and Central came from behind and then held on to claim a 28-24 victory over West in a cracking afternoon contest at Harker Oval on Sunday. The Butcher Boys turned a 10-4 first half deficit into a 28-14 lead by midway through the second half, but conceded 2 tries in the final 15 minutes as the Rosellas came charging back. But the home side couldn't find another try and fell agonisingly short again of knocking off one of the competition's top sides. Central remaining third behind South Newcastle following the win, while West's finals hopes are all but dead. Meanwhile, in the other Sunday game, Macquarie smashed the entrants 50-0, while a day earlier, which was Saturday, Cessnock beat Curry by the same score. And of course, in that day, in the other Saturday game, South Newcastle defeated Wyong 32-10, while Maitland secured a 28-10 win over Lakes United. To rugby union and in the Shute Shield, Sydney University coach Sean Hedger has no doubts that the Hunter Wildfires will be in the Shute Shield finals, and he expects them to be a force. The Wildfires had a huge 2-point win over Sydney University in a high-quality contest at number 2 Sports Ground on Saturday. It was Hunter's first win over the perennial powerhouse in the club's history, including the Wildfires' previous incarnation from 1995 to 99, and strengthened their hold on 7th spot with 32 points. Still on rugby union and in the Hunters rugby competition, Merewether Carlton coach Jamie Lynd struggled to recall the last time the Greens kicked 5 penalties to win a game. However, that was when what Sam Bright did to help steer his side to help have a hard-fought 29-16 victory over a tenacious Maitland at Townsend Oval on Saturday. Meanwhile, in the other games, Hamilton were too strong for Nelson Bay, 33-18, while the Wanderers outgunned the Southern Beaches, 85-7. The basketball of the Newcastle Falcons consolidated the top spot on the NBL East Conference men's ladder with a comprehensive 89-70 victory over Manly Warringah at the basketball stadium in Broadmeadow on Saturday. And of course, the Falcons women also won. And of course, the Falcons women secured a huge win and have now leapfrogged into 5th place. And because of that, Newcastle's women secured a 75-73 victory. Also, the Maitland Mustangs men and women also won both of their matches with historic wins. To ice hockey, and Daniel Berno scored consecutive hat-tricks as the Newcastle North Stars recorded back-to-back victories over the Brisbane Lightning at the weekend. The North Stars might not have been playing for any competition points in the exhibition doubleheader, but that didn't stop 23-year-old Berno from finding the net on 6 occasions at the Icewall Boondall rink. Meanwhile, the Lightning led 3-12 heading into the third period, but Burnell, Pat Naden and Dash Quartarolo all scored to complete the comeback. The North Stars host the Ice at the Hunter Ice Skating Stadium at Warners Bay on Saturday. Tareel Hockey and an understrength Maitland took positives from a 4-2 loss to Gosford, while Norths downed Souths 5-3 to stay undefeated leaders in the Hunter Coast Premier Hockey League on Sunday. Missing key players Isaac Farmillo and Pat McGann, the 4th-placed Rams, were expected to struggle against 2nd-placed Gosford at Maitland Park. However, they held Gosford to 1-1 at half-time after Isaac Dennis equalised. Gosford, though, kicked cleared through from Zane Drennan, Stuart Fletcher and a double to Liam Alexander before Ryan Lang got one back from Maitland. Meanwhile, at Newcastle International Hockey Centre, Norths led 5-1 before 3rd-place Souths scored twice late. Roy Walker bagged a hat-trick for Norths, who also had goals from Sam Lills and Josh Bruton. Meanwhile, in the Newcastle Women's Premier League on Saturday, Regals remained on top with a 6-1 win over Norway Head on right up at Wyon. In the other matches, the top 4 sides, Oxfords, the Tigers and Souths, all won. The Oxfords defeated Central 4-3. Souths edged out Uni 1-0, and the Tigers downed Gosford 2-0. To local AFL, and Turgle Avoca marked their return home with a massive 181-point win over Maitland in a Black Diamond Cup round that made the finals picture a little clearer. Saturday's match was the first the Panthers have played at their home ground, Halton Moor Oval, this season, and they returned in style. Meanwhile, competition leaders Kalani Vale maintained their 8-point buffer at the top of the table after accounting for Warners Bay. Also, Cardiff handed Singleton their 9th loss of the season, but it was a closer contest up at Rose Point Oval than some of the Roosters' previous games. Singleton and Maitland would of course appear almost certainties to miss the finals, with 5 and 6 games left to play respectively. Meanwhile, there was a catch-up round next weekend. Meanwhile, there was a Central Coast derby with Kalani Vale and Turgle Avoca meeting against each other, while Maitland hosts Newcastle City. Newcastle netball returned in style on Saturday after a week off because of the rain, and of course, University of Newcastle were too strong for West, And of course, there was good news for Nova, who defeated BNC Wanu. And also, Souths defeated Catawba South, while the Junction defeated Inner Glow. Horse racing and Scone Filly boot scooter won a thrilling finish in the Highway Handicap before Newcastle-based Hope Ashley Morgan scored his first city win to extend his lead at the top of the New South Wales Premiership on Saturday at Randwick. The greyhound racing and Dungog trainer Joe McFadden hopes Malin track specialist Ultimate Coat can give a good account of himself when he faces a class field at the courses tonight. Ultimate Coat has won all 5 stars at Maitland, but is coming off a 7th at Wentworth Park against a tougher company. He returns to Maitland for another stern test in race 8 against the likes of Persuasive, Clock Off and a Box Wildfire. Meanwhile, Ultimate Coat has box 4 with an empty box on his inside. Service your local weather for Newcastle is up next.
Where can I go for great prices and quality bathroom items with names I know and trust?
This Thursday till Sunday, it's RDT's Vanity Sale. New arrivals, overstocks, deleted lines, everything in the store is reduced. All vanities heavily discounted. Elegant stone top, wall hung, coloured and ceramic top vanities. Budget buster vanities from $199. Plus over 30 new products on display. See the savings on rdt.net.au. Get the quality, the look, the store-wide savings. Renovators Discount Depot, 147 Newcastle Road, Walls End. Store quality, depot prices.
Sorry, if you need to go to toilet, go now. Stop being too busy. Hang on.
Sizes plus fencing accessories. So when you need rural fencing, this is where you go. At the Metal Market.
I'm going to buy that.
Into big business now, are we?
No, I'm quite happy with the small business I own, Louise.
Who are you banking with now, Bob?
Newcastle Permanent.
No, I mean your company banking.
Yeah, we're with a firm.
Didn't know they did business banking?
Well, I have done for quite some time now, Dad.
Oh, good move. That's mine. Thank you.
Your business is in good hands with Newcastle Permanent.
They're our building society.
To the weather now, and it was alright for at Newcastle today, and it was also okay. It will also be okay tomorrow, despite a bit of showers going on. And of course, but however, it could be a 50% chance of a medium chance of showers, most likely near early morning. And also, the winds southerly west up to 15 to 25 kilometres in the early afternoon. There's a minimum of 8 with maximum to 18 for Newcastle, 6 to 17 for Toronto, and 7 to 17 for Wallsend. Up to the Hunter, and it was just the same for like it was, and it'll be partly cloudy by tomorrow. Of course, there'll be patches of morning frost about the upper Hunter. There's a medium chance of showers near the coast, most likely in the morning. There's zero chance of rain elsewhere. 8 to 18 at Newcastle, 5 to 17 in Maitland, 5 to 16 at Singleton, 7 to 16 in Gosford, and 2 to 15 at Skye. Onto the waters, and of course there's winds that are westerly up to 15 to 20 knots, turning southerly up to 20 to 25 knots in the late morning. The high tide is at 7:54 in the morning, while the low is at 1:55 tomorrow afternoon. Of course, the sun's getting up at 6:56, setting at 4:56, and of course it will be extremely okay. It's alright for Newcastle, and also it will be alright for the rest of the Hunter as well. And also, despite the showers up in Newcastle and the Hunter, it will be extremely fine, with it being sunny throughout the rest of the next few days. And it means that's about it, and of course from all of us here, good night.